Hey, what is up, mortals? It is Kiki Cakes here, and before we get into today's video, there's something I'd like to say. I'd like to let you all know that we have a merch store. Some of the items in it are only available for a limited amount of time, so if you're interested, go to the description and check it out. Each purchase helps us make more content. Secondly, if you didn't know, only 25% of you guys are subscribed to us, so please hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon. Now with that out of the way, let's get into the video. In this deep dive, we will be explaining the hero Child Emperor from One Punch Man. Child Emperor is a 10-year-old boy who joined the Hero Association sometime after he stopped being Metal Knight's assistant. Before the start of the series, he was able to defeat all of Atomic Samurai's disciples on his own. We first see him in the series when he attends the meeting with the S-Class heroes and was somewhat upset that Blast didn't attend the meeting. Child Emperor found the meeting to be a waste of his time / unimportant, so he started to leave, but a Hero Association representative called him a dumb child, which angered him. Although before he could escalate anything, the Dark Matter thieves attacked a city. Once this happened, Child Emperor suggested they get more info and figure out if this group is related to a foretold prophecy. He then headed to the roof with multiple other S-Class heroes, and while the others fought, he tried to figure out a plan to take down the spaceship. While making a strategy on his laptop, Child Emperor notices a large amount of rising energy on the ship and warns the Hero Association. Once the battle is over, Child Emperor somewhat inspects the wreckage before he's told to leave. We next see Child Emperor when he is using his robot underdog Man number 22 to analyze Eyesight's poison, trying to find a cure for the paralysis caused by it. He then attempts to take down Eyesight by exploding Underdog, but it's unsuccessful as the monster hardened its skin. Child Emperor then hides from the monster for a bit, but before the monster is able to attack him, Pig God appears and eats the monster, then leaves Child Emperor to go find and eat more monsters in Y City. We next see Child Emperor when he is investigating the tunnels that Elder Centipede created in the hopes of following them to locate the Monster Association's base. While examining, Child Emperor has a talk with Bofui. He tells Child Emperor that he isn't going to participate in the Monster Association raid. The reason being is the fact that the Hero Association wouldn't allow him to blow up the Monster Association's headquarters since the Heroes Association valued saving the hostages at all costs. This surprises Child Emperor, who tries in a last-ditch effort to convince his old mentor, but he isn't able to get through to him. Before their call ends, Bofui tells Child Emperor about the Monster King Orochi's power and suggests that Child Emperor not trust anyone around him and to only rely on himself. Hearing this from Bofui puts Child Emperor on edge, so he tells Sekingard to take Demon Cyborg and Silverfang off the roster of participating heroes for the Monster Association raid. After this decision, Child Emperor and the Hero Association summon the heroes Tatsumaki, Pig God, Flashy Flash, Super Alloy Darkshine, Zombie Man, Puri Puri Prisoner, and Sekingar for a meeting where they discuss the plan to rescue Waganma. At the meeting, each hero receives a transmitter that has 3 functions. The first being a map of the Monster Association's headquarters, a communicator, and a beacon that shows the location of each transmitter. They then continue to talk about the plan until Sweet Mask bursts in demanding to be a part of the mission, and begrudgingly he gets allowed to join the S-Class heroes in the raid. Although before they leave to start the operation, King shows up and is informed of the plan and given a transmitter. They all then travel to Z City and take down any monsters in their way until getting to the entrances of the Monster Association's base and all split off from one another going into the base. Child Emperor goes through the base, keeping an eye on all the heroes' locations and taking down monsters that get in his way until he finds a damaged Metal Knight and takes the machine's data. With the new data, Child Emperor is able to figure out where the hostage is being kept, but becomes somewhat upset since Metal Knight refused to give them the information. Child Emperor then heads towards Waganma, but runs into Phoenix Man, seemingly taking him down easily before taking out the hostages' guards with poison gas. Child Emperor grabs Waganma and starts moving towards the closest exit, trying to avoid monsters if possible, but he runs into G5, who starts a fight. Child Emperor deploys 3 of his underdog men to fight G5 and shoots birdlime missiles at the monster. Thanks to his robots, Child Emperor and Waganma are able to escape the monster. They aren't able to be in the clear for long, running into the newly reformed Phoenix Man who outmatches Child Emperor, forcing the hero to summon his ultimate weapon, Brave Giant. Child Emperor pulls out Brave Giant's sword and shield to fight, but before he can, Phoenix Man pulls Child Emperor into his Phoenix space. The two of them have a brief conversation where Phoenix Man tries to bring Child Emperor to his side, but Phoenix Man isn't able to and they start their fight. After being hit a couple of times, Phoenix Man transforms into his Prominence Hawk mode and starts to knock Brave Giant around with his barrage of attacks while taunting Child Emperor. Phoenix Man transforms again, but this time into his Phoenix Fire Falcon mode, and they attempt to critically damage Brave Giant, but aren't able to because of Child Emperor's 20,000 fold rope skip grinder, which knocks Phoenix Man into a pillar. Child Emperor chases Phoenix Man throughout the base, just being out of reach of the villain, until Phoenix Man uses his Phoenix Flares to burn Child Emperor's hands. Then, seeing the opportunity, Phoenix Man tries to attack Child Emperor again, but runs into another one of Child Emperor's electromagnetic shields. While stuck in the shield, Phoenix Man attempts to sway Child Emperor to take the deal he was offered, but Child Emperor ignores him, simply hitting the villain with a powerful punch. After the punch, Phoenix Man suddenly transforms again, but this time into his full power 10,000 degrees Celsius prominence form, burning Child Emperor's hands again. This backs Child Emperor into a corner, but he's able to detect a water source 50 meters below and destroys the floor, causing the two to fall to the underground waterfall. Once landing, Child Emperor notices Brave Giant's slow time limit and tries to end the battle, but sees Saitama there, who's worried for them. The two heroes try to talk to each other but aren't able to before Phoenix Man transforms into his Phoenix Penguin mode, jumping away from Child Emperor before throwing a large chunk of ice at him. This attack causes them to fall deeper into the underground convene onto the graveyard of the subterranean people. Child Emperor tries to get back into the fight, but is dragged into the Phoenix space again, and the two have another conversation where Phoenix Man confides in Child Emperor, trying to bring him to his side again. Before Child Emperor can respond to Phoenix Man, Saitama gets into the Phoenix space, bringing them all back to the real world. Before the fight starts again, Child Emperor is contacted by Zombie Man, who praises the boy on his analysis, then offers Child Emperor to milkshakes later when they defeat the Monster Association. This makes Child Emperor emotional and brings him back to his senses before getting refocused. Phoenix Man resurrects the Subterraneans, who are able to immobilize Brave Giant, and then throws a monster cell at Child Emperor that attempts to force itself into his mouth. Child Emperor tries to instruct Saitama to take Waganma and hide before he uses Brave Giant's Gigavolt Smash, which then takes out the Subterraneans at the cost of the self-destructing Brave Giant. Although, the attack does little to no damage to Phoenix Man, who then mocks Child Emperor for his attack right before he starts hysterically laughing and scratching at himself. It's then revealed that Child Emperor managed to put a tickle bug number 3 into Phoenix Man's suit, which will eventually kill him from lack of oxygen. This causes Phoenix Man to take off his suit, becoming the weak monster Chick Man, then attempting to run away, but Chick Man is killed by Child Emperor. After a brief moment of relief, Child Emperor compliments Saitama's heroism before he recognizes him as Demon Cyborg's friend. Before they're able to talk, the newly resurrected Galewind and Hellfire Flame attempt to attack Child Emperor, but are easily taken down by Saitama. After the brief battle, Underdog Man arrives and transports the two heroes and Waganma to the surface. Before we get back into the dive, I would like to say that in case you guys didn't know, we are only one of the many We the Celestials channels. If you have a sugar tooth for great storytelling, please give our What If channels a visit as well. No matter if it's My Hero Academia What Ifs or Naruto What Ifs, we've got you covered. Did we get your attention? Great! Make sure you click the icon in the top right corner or check the description below for the links to the other channels. Now with that out of the way, let's get back into the dive. After getting Waganma to the support team above the base, Child Emperor heads back to help with a fight against Garo, but he is quickly knocked out by a punch in the gut. The next time we see Child Emperor, he is unhappy with the Hero Association since they weren't able to get either Metal Knight or Blast to help them fight against Garo. This fills him with a drive to become stronger and he quits the Hero Association, then joins the Neo Heroes. Then while visiting the Neo Heroes headquarters, he runs into Metal Bat and Super Alloy Darkshine, who also join the Neo Heroes. We see Child Emperor again at a Neo Hero leader meeting where Child Emperor congratulates the Neo Heroes PR team and helps assure Metalbat on the security of the Neo Heroes. Sometime after the meeting, Child Emperor leads his own Neo Hero squad and they take care of a monster invasion, and even after dealing with the threat, Child Emperor and his team aren't at all tired. Side note, the reason they aren't tired is thanks to the special combat suit the Neo Heroes give each hero. Sadly though, that's all the information we have on Child Emperor's story so far, so now let's move on to his appearance. Child Emperor is a pre-adolescent boy with light skin, short brown hair with a cowlick, and large amber eyes. He is usually seen wearing a light blue polo shirt with dark cobalt shorts and orange sneakers with white rims. Additionally, he wears a black Japanese-style backpack that contains/is one of his gadgets. He can also typically be seen snacking on a pink lollipop. Moving on to his personality, Child Emperor is a genius who typically acts analytically during a situation, keeping a calm and collected demeanor. However, he can be easily annoyed or infuriated if he's called childish, since it makes him feel like nobody really takes him seriously even though he is one of the highest ranked heroes. Funnily enough, however, he is one of the most mature S-Class heroes since he's able to be critiqued and is open to collaborating with other heroes without any problems. On top of that, because of Child Emperor's calm demeanor and high strategical thinking, he's usually the de facto leader of the S-Class despite his age. On top of all that, Child Emperor has a caring side to him. This is shown when he focuses on making an antidote for his fellow heroes who were poisoned by eyesight instead of defeating the monster. He was also concerned about Pig God's well-being after the hero ate multiple venomous monsters. Furthermore, he prioritized saving Waganma instead of killing monsters like other heroes, even going to the extent of risking his own life to save Waganma and later Tareo. Although, despite all of his positive qualities, Child Emperor is like most heroes who are overconfident and condescending to a degree. He even wrote off Saitama because his Okame-chan invention was so crap it couldn't figure out Saitama's capabilities. Moreover, Child Emperor is sometimes not able to work with people because of his own preconceived ideas of them. For example, when he decided not to include Genos, Bang, and Bomb in the Monster Association raid. Later in the series, Child Emperor comes to lose faith in the Hero Association since the S-Class heroes aren't able to work together to take down Garou. It is because of this that Child Emperor leaves the Hero Association and joins the Neo Heroes since the new organization is more open to input and criticism. Moving on to Child Emperor's abilities, he is a bona fide genius, being an expert scientist and inventor, being able to create advanced tech and being able to make an effective antidote to Eyesight's venom in a short time during battle. On top of that, he's also an expert strategist and tactician. Typically, Child Emperor is able to quickly make a plan to take down any adversary on the fly. In addition to his intelligence, Child Emperor is as strong as an A-class hero, even being determined to be physically stronger than Stinger despite his age. Child Emperor also has enhanced speed and reflexes, being able to block an attack from Jumping Spider with his backpack, which is something 2 A-class heroes couldn't do, and he was able to dodge Evil Natural Water's high-speed water jets purely on instinct. Child Emperor also has enhanced durability, being able to take a blow from Phoenix Man which flung him into a wall, although he was shielded from the initial strike. Child Emperor also has his own fighting style that is comprised of multiple things, the main being his gadgets, which he has a variety of, for different tasks during battle. In addition to his gadgets, he also has his mech, Brave Giant, which is his last resort measure. Child Emperor also has some skill in hand-to-hand combat. One of his moves is called Soccer Dribble, where Child Emperor kicks his enemy in the head multiple times, causing them to get a concussion, although he isn't the best suited for close combat, using it as a last resort. Now, let's go more in depth with the gear Child Emperor has been seen using and creating. His main piece of equipment is his backpack, which typically looks like a regular black backpack, but on his command, he can deploy 4 spider-like arms for transportation, combat, or just to fly with them. The arms are even strong enough to defend against demon-level threats, and despite its size, the bag also contains multiple tools and weapons for use in combat. Some of the tools in the bag are more like utility tools, like a chainsaw, a shredder, a boxing glove, a knife, a machete, a blowtorch, wire, and a laptop, which are some of the more regular things in the bag. He carries his Underdog Man robots, which are robots that he uses to fight for him. These robots appear like a dog-human hybrid and are given orders remotely. They come from small black balls that he carries in his bag. There's also combined form they can undergo, where Underdog Man number 23, 24, and 25 combine into a 3-headed bipod robot called Mad Dog Underdog Cerberus. He also carries his Dig Here Woof Woof number 3, which is a scouting robot that was used to scout the Monster Association base. He also carries Mini Octotank number 8, which looks like a mini octopus-like robot but is actually a turret-like machine that will shoot at any object in its alert zone until it stops making carbon dioxide. He also carries Tickle Tickle Bug 3, which crawls around on an enemy's skin, tickling them until they die of asphyxiation from laughing. He uses a satellite to monitor monster activity as well. His mech Brave Giant is used as a last resort because it only has a 2-minute 38-second time limit before it shuts down, although the version we have seen was only a prototype. He uses a radio-controlled sentry, which is a radio-controlled miniature tank, and carries an invisible wall, which is a transparent film that he uses to protect himself. He also uses an enemy machine disabling device that causes machine-type enemies to shut down with high-voltage cables. He also carries his tactical pencil case, which can shoot pencil missiles that have birdlime warheads, and carries a birdlime shotgun that shoots birdlime pellets at his enemies. Side note, birdlime is a sticky substance that usually traps small birds to twigs, so it's probably a more potent version. He carries an umbrella that can transform into a sniper rifle. This rifle shoots a hexagon barrier that can withstand liquids, heat, and is extremely durable, being able to take multiple dragon-level energy attacks that only cracked it. He also carries a gas mask that protects him from various lethal gases. He carries a Ribbit mask, which is a frog-like robot that goes onto a person's face, then reconfiguring into a gas mask. He also has a recorder beam saber, which is a black recorder with a sharp edge that acts like a bladed weapon. He carries a matchstick, which is a small explosive that is particularly efficient against slimy energies, and he has a shield that is braced against one of his backpack's metal arms. He also has an attachment for his arms called Gem Buster, which are put on his arms, making them into a vice-like arm, which gives him the ability to use his attack called Child Play, which is when Child Emperor kicks his enemy in the balls. He carries his Block Snowman robot, which is a robot made of objects resembling Lego blocks. The robot produces a flash freezing breath, which is a rapid freezing cold breath. He is also working on a new device called the Okame-chan, which is a mask-shaped device that determines someone's physical strength, scanning the muscle mass and nerve development and balancing that on the weight of the scanned individual, then producing a score that represents their strength. Later in the series, Child Emperor also uses one piece of equipment he didn't make himself, which is the Neo Hero's battlesuit. It has two functions, the first being its mobility analysis, which scans the user's nervous system and body, then enhancing the person's physical abilities accordingly. The second function is a life support system, which is a typical life support system meant to keep a severely damaged user alive for them to get to proper medical care, but it can be damaged beyond function in battle. Thank you all for watching this video. Now, there are a few more things I'd like to go over before the video ends. Firstly, I'd like to let you all know that we have a merch store. Some of the items in it are only available for a limited amount of time, so if you're interested, go into the description and check it out. Each purchase helps us make more content. Secondly, I'd like to thank our $5 and up Patreon supporters for helping to fund these videos. Lastly, on behalf of We the Celestials, I'd like to thank the writer for this video as well as the audio and video editors. Their details are in the description below. If you're a voice actor, editor, or writer, or you're interested in becoming one of those, go to the Discord that is in the description of this video and hit up the head of one of those areas. We're always looking for members to join us. That's it from us for today's video, so thank you all for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're interested, and hit that like button if you like the video. Until next time, peace out mortals, have an amazing day!